What's up, everyone? I'm Axel here of Axetruth.com, and this is where I cut through the bullshit. Now, this video is a reaction video because just when I think I've seen everything, something comes up, and I said, wow, I haven't seen everything, but I like to know what's coming next to top this. I did a video a couple of weeks ago, about accountability. And I'm gonna roll that into this. I'm doing this reaction video to Pink Book Lessons video about a 304 who tries to turn a restaurant into Magic City. A 304 is hoe upside down. If you write those numbers out, turn it upside down is hoe. It's the classy way of saying hoe. This particular restaurant is called the Turkey Leg Hut. It's in Houston, Texas. It's owned by a female named Nikita. Let's see. Her name is Nikia Price. And so back in, I think I did a video about this content piece back in July of 2021. They had to update. They had to announce a new dress code for because of customer complaints. This restaurant is it's a black-owned business. You know how we always hear, and I'm doing this responsibility to add to what the great job that Pink Book Lessons did in covering this, but I have some more to add to it because it's about this whole black business, support black-owned business mantra we hear from the black community, and how this is a prime example of how these little sayings and slogans that they have, it carries zero weight because of how, look at how they do each other. Why black businesses don't succeed. There are a lot of black businesses that are very good. I mean, not every black business have bad customer service. They're stand-ups, straight up good businesses. A good business offering good service and a good product. And a lot of them don't last long because in their community, if they put them in their community, they are robbed out of existence. Or there's shooting, fighting, something that destroys their business. Here we have a restaurant. They have a dress code. The reason why they put a dress code on it because they want to bring people to come in with a certain type of respect for themselves and respect for others. If you're dressing like a 304 or a shabby or a hood rat, you're going to come in there with that type of attitude, and then that puts the place at risk for anything to pop off. There used to be clubs here in Atlanta that you could not wear tennis shoes at. You couldn't wear jogging clothes. You couldn't wear jeans. The men had to be in slacks. And the reason, because they feel like men would be less likely to fight in dress shoes and slacks. You had to have on dress shoes and slacks. It's a comedy club I went to back in the 2000s here, but I don't really go to black-owned establishments, nightclubs like that, because it's always some type of, it's a risk. But let's get to this story. We have a female, a gynocrat, a thought, one of these feminists that I'm gonna do what I want to do, forget your rules, the rules don't apply to me. She walks into this restaurant butt naked. She has some simp filming her. I'm gonna put the link to Pink Book Lessons video down here in the comments. Now let's get into it. Here's the dress code. This is the dress code they had to update right here. When you look at this right here, it says no excessively revealing clothing, including distressed, ripped clothing that is revealing. Shorts must cover your entire bottom. No obscene language or baggy clothes. No inappropriate graphics or language on clothing. No excessively baggy or saggy pants. No house attire. This includes wave caps, do-rags, house shoes, or shower caps. In other words, the bonnets. No exposed undergarments, including sports bras, panties, or any garments resembling these items. No swimwear of any kind allowed in the restaurant. Now you would think a lot of this you shouldn't even have to put on here, like no swimwear, you know. But the do rags and the bonnets, house shoes, your bedrobe. Believe me, some of them go out like that. They want a respectable environment, a professional environment for people to come in and enjoy a good meal in a good atmosphere and feel safe and respected. And they can, and they don't have to. And usually, people who don't dress up to par, usually carry a certain type of demeanor, behavior. So you're gonna bring in a certain element with that. So you have to create these rules. Which, if this was a white establishment that put that up there, it'd be all over the news everywhere, and they'd be calling it racist. Even though we have an establishment here that just where they said no jogging clothes, jogging suits, and a professional basketball player tried to wear one in there and then screamed racism because they said no, you can't eat here with that on. And he felt like that their dress code policy was racist towards black people because they said that, and he happened to be black. See, the rules don't apply to them. But let's stick with this black business. What's disgusting about this is that this woman who was completely just, when you look at the video of her walking in there, it looks, nothing about her is appealing at all. At all. Nothing. I don't know, some men may think that was hot. Overweight, BBL, them fake butts that all of them out here getting that for each other because they damn sure ain't getting it for the men. And she walking in with a platinum blonde, I guess, wig on or something. Crabs in the barrel mentality is what's in this community. That's not a stereotype, that's just what it is. You can't get ahead for your own people, so they want to blame white supremacy, they want to go over here and scream at some type of Black Action Network or Summit or something. Whatever these race pimps running around here doing, these pro-blacks are running around here doing, talking to their brethren and sisters to bring them together. Because we got to do something about these colonizers, and in this racist country of white supremacy, this country of white supremacy that's holding us back. See, all that yang. This woman should be prosecuted. She should be charged, prosecuted, fined for walking in that restaurant like this. And Nikita should sue her. Because this could hurt her business going forward. Look at the press that she's going to get and what's going to go out here on social media with this type of behavior going on at her restaurant. And she's trying to be a successful business owner. And look who's trying to tear it down. Black women. I'm going to say black women because that dress code was put in place majority because of them. Now let's keep it a buck. That's what it was put in place for. And my heart goes out to her because the way when this article, I'm gonna put a link to this article too, when this came out about this, this dress code, and she says and she put this on her Instagram. She said, please know that we are a family friendly restaurant that serves all ages, children and adults daily, and putting this dress code in place was necessary to ensure that all parties from our guests to our staff are dressed appropriately when in our establishment. Unfortunately, due to the attire of some guests, We were forced to put this new policy in place as we remain committed to ensuring all guests are comfortable while visiting us. We are not a club. We are a family-friendly restaurant, and will continue to maintain our standards as we welcome everyone to the Turkey Leg Hut. We appreciate your cooperation and look forward to having you visit us. See, it's a black-owned business, but they don't just want black money. It's a black-owned business. It's probably in an area of Houston where there are it's an urban area. But there are people who probably go there who are not black. Because in order to have a successful restaurant, you want to feed everybody. Because the money ain't black, the money is green. And the restaurant business is very competitive. It's a very competitive and very hard business. Extremely hard. People think it's easy. No, it's not. It's a hard business. And this woman is trying to create a business and a legacy for her family. And here we have Negroes who can't follow the rules and respect the business as a family-friendly business. About a year and a half ago, I think, right after this pandemic. I mean, during the pandemic, because it just ended. There was a restaurant in I don't know what state it was. I think it was up there on the East Coast. And this really big overweight woman, I showed it on my live stream. She's a black woman, walked in and bent over, and she had on lingerie or something, and just nasty, and it was twerking, and there was kids there. And this white man said, "Excuse me, miss, there are kids in here." And she walked in a restaurant doing that, and it looked like a Denny's or something. I don't know if it was like that, or could have been a what's the other name of that restaurant? But it was a Denny's type restaurant, and she walked in and started twerking. You know, I don't know what it is with some of these women and thoughts they out here. Just, I don't know what they trying to, what kind of attention they think this. You know, this woman right here who walked in this lady's restaurant should be butt naked. She should be publicly shamed. And what trips me out about this is because, the black women's, who are the most offended group of people on the planet, always shouting out and ringing out and saying something about something. Why they're not up talking about this and shaming this woman? Because this looks bad on all of them. This type of crap. They all should be speaking out against this. This is disgusting. This has to be probably, like I said, when I thought I had seen everything, I said, golly, what's next? Is the next thing to go in and start having sex in the restaurant? Is that how you going to top this? Put your comments below. Share the video. But I'm going to say this in the last, in closing of here. This support black business thing, this mantra, this slogan that they have, support it just because it's a black owner. I have problems with that because it almost puts out the expectation that black people can't own a business and be successful without someone having slogans and making people support their business, as opposed to going there because it's a good business, it has a good product, and offers good service. This particular young lady is she's a black business owner, and she serves food. Food is for everyone. And I'm pretty sure she wants everyone to visit her establishment. But yet, you have these gynocrats and these people who don't like the fact that she has rules, and these rules are targeted towards ethnic, urban people. White establishments don't have to put in dress codes for, some of them do, depending on where it's at, depending on what type of restaurant it is. Because some of them, if it's 5-star, you have to dress a certain way to go in there anyway. But this is not a 5-star restaurant. This is a regular casual restaurant, but yet It's famous for serving its turkey legs. And from what I've heard and seen, they said it's a very good restaurant. But I feel sorry for her for having having to deal with this type of mess. But yet we have to hear these same pro-blacks and everything run around here and talk about how it's the white man, it's the system of white supremacy that's holding them back. They can't get ahead because of this. But you can see you can't get ahead because of your own people. Crabs in a barrel. They don't want you to get ahead. They want you to suffer. They want you to go out of business. And then sit around here and complain about inequality. Put your comments below. Share the video. Subscribe to my channel. Watch Pink Book Lessons cover this content. And she has a link to the actual video of this woman walking. She don't put it on her YouTube channel, but she has a link to it on her webpage where you can actually see this this thought walk butt naked in this restaurant. Join me tonight at 9 p.m. for Power of the Living Word at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bible study tonight on all platforms except DLive. Thank you, everyone. Have a great and blessed day.